In the United States, used cars, particularly older models, are inexpensive, but that's not the case in Santa Cruz, Bolivia. Jose Luis Taxi, a 1998 Toyota Corolla with a Kelley Blue Book value of $2,200 in the United States, cost him more than 6 times that in Bolivia. Luis says he's been driving for the same taxi service in Santa Cruz for 10 years. He drove company cars for the first 5 years, but then he bought and began using his own car.
Segundo vehículo que ya lo tengo con ¿cómo le puedo decir? Con un financiamiento del banco. Yo empecé con el primer vehículo. Primero trabajé como chofer.
Luis says he bought the car for $10,000, but because of interest and lending fees, his total debt amounted to $15,000. Luis says he makes about 6,000 Bolivianos or Bs each month, around $870. 30% of that goes to his monthly car payment.
Lo que yo llevo en cuenta es que yo diariamente me pongo una meta que debo hacer 200 bolivianos por día, ¿ya? Y unos 50 a 70 pesos aparte que tendría que hacer, que son para los gastos de mi familia.
Marco Antonio, an economics professor at the Santa Cruz Private University, or UPSA, says prices are high in part because, unlike the United States, Bolivia does not manufacture cars and trucks, meaning they must be imported. Transportation costs and import taxes become part of the price paid by locals. Antonio says that, previously, many used cars were coming from Japan, but numerous damaged vehicles from the United States were also sold in Bolivia, where they were repaired and then driven. Getting cast-offs from larger, wealthier nations may not sound like the best-case scenario, but this created an avenue for people to buy relatively inexpensive vehicles, and that helped keep prices lower. The increasing costs of having more vehicles in the country, however, prompted the Bolivian government to restrict imports to new cars only. Because the importation of used cars was banned, the automobiles already in the nation became far more valuable. New cars and trucks also became more expensive and depreciation became slower.
O sea, por poner un ejemplo, por decir, un Jeep, ¿no? Que 0 kilómetros nuevo de la importadora cuesta $25,000, de medio uso, un modelo de hace 5 años cuesta, por decir, 20.
While used cars in Bolivia don't depreciate as much as they do in the United States, they are still more affordable than brand new vehicles. Used cars and trucks can be sold by individuals or dealerships, but there's a vast selection, estimated at around 1,000 vehicles for sale at La Playa, or the beach. La Playa is public property that has been provided as a space to sell used cars.
Bueno, aquí es un lugar de mi fuente de trabajo, el cual estamos de lunes a sábado todo el día, frecuentamos acá.
Wilson Riojas says he's been selling cars at La Playa for 12 years. Cars aren't easy to sell. Potential buyers, Riojas says, often lack the money to purchase a car, though many return after taking out loans. It's typical to sell one vehicle each month, he says, though some have taken up to 3 months. Additionally, some vehicles come with issues that need to be repaired before they can be sold. Between the potential difficulty of actually selling a vehicle and the possibility of trouble with a used car, Riojas says his job doesn't come with any guarantees.
En cuestión de negocio, bueno, mucha gente piensa que, todo aquí es ganancia, ¿no? A veces, como le decía, que compramos movilidad y no sabemos cómo nos viene. A veces tenemos pérdida también, no solo es ganancia.
Purchasing a vehicle in Bolivia can be an uncertain and costly affair for everyone involved, buyer and seller alike. But in a country where cars must be imported and those imports are restricted, there's no getting around that. For Jose Luis, the taxi driver we spoke to earlier, owning a car may be expensive, but his livelihood depends on it.
Primero, al manejar tu propio auto te sientes más seguro. Al llevar a tu pasajero, por ejemplo, si es ajeno, estás más inseguro a que te puedas chocar o a que te choquen. O sea, te sientes un poco más inseguro, como se dice, ¿no? Pero gracias a Dios es mi vehículo y me siento bien trabajando con mi propio vehículo.
Reporting for Lemke Abroad in Santa Cruz, Bolivia, I'm Keith Bryant.